So let's talk about the truth about the markets, guys. The real stuff that you should be paying attention to is not the AI bubble, is not all this garbage they talk about on the news. It's the price of silver in relation to the price of oil. For the first time in 50 years, the price of silver is about to exceed the price of oil. And the last time this happened, okay, we were in the most severe case of stagflation in history. Stagflation translates into slower growth and higher inflation. It doesn't matter what the fuck they're telling you about in the news. I mean, this is how ridiculous this is, right? So, the Black Friday weekend, okay, they're saying, hey, we're hitting record number of sales. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. We're hitting records just when they were saying the economy's slowing down. Guess what? We're hitting some fucking records. And, here's like, this is the funniest shit ever, right? All the people without a brain that are listening to the news, they're like, oh yeah, but fucking unbelievable. Bull market is back. Let's fucking do it. Like, where did you leave your fucking brain? Okay? Of course the sales are hitting all-time record highs because the fucking prices are hitting all-time record highs. I mean, just remember the shit you were buying last year, 12 months ago, now cost you 3 times more. So you're spending more, and you're getting less shit, okay? That's the definition of stagflation. Okay, the prices are they can fucking feed you all the garbage they knew, like the economic data. Oh, the inflation is under control. The prices are not going high. Man, when you're paying your bills, shit is way higher than what it used to be. So it doesn't matter what the fuck they say. Like, all these economic data reports is not fucking relevant. So why even pay attention to all this garbage? Look at the charts of silver and gold that have been screaming. One fucking thing that you should already know, but somehow it doesn't matter how many times I talk about it. Traders they turn on some bullshit on CNBC. They turn on Bloomberg where they're trying to cover what's really been happening underneath the surface for years. And all of a sudden, these economic reports, they come great. Hey, the employment numbers are good. Hey, despite a shutdown, everything's fucking great. Inflation is in check. We're record numbers for Black Friday. All this stuff in the news is straight up, it's for idiots. Okay, you want to beat the market? Go study fucking history. Go study fucking charts, damn it. Okay, because we're on the verge of one of the biggest financial collapses in the entire history of financial markets. This is arguably going to be the greatest historic collapse in the history of the stock market. And I know they had been brainwashing you with this AI and how, we cannot be going into this high inflation because what? Well, AI, look at all these efficiencies we're going to have because guess what? I mean, from the standpoint of, you're a big corporation, you hire a bunch of people, you got to pay for the insurance, you got to, if you hire a robot, that costs you nothing. You don't have to pay all these benefits. So sure, you cut your costs. It makes you efficient in that way. But on the other side of the token, it destroys, right? I mean, it destroys the regular economy. For the last 2 years, my argument have been very simple. If you destroy 90% of the economy, what's going to happen to the 10% of the economy that trying to brainwash on? All these big Mega 7, Mega 10 companies, they're not going to do as good, or their growth rate is not going to be as fast as projected if, the rest of the businesses, like the small businesses. United States economy, majority is small businesses, okay? And thus, if the small businesses get shut down, who's going to feed the bigger businesses? Like, it's pretty simple, right? But somehow they got everybody brainwashed with the AI revolution, even though, I mean, like, the profits are nowhere to be seen yet in 99% of instances, but somehow these valuations and fast growth and the AI revolution is supposed to fucking continue forever, ever, while we're just going to sit and ignore the rest of the economy, the 90% of the economy, okay? But clearly, I mean, the rest of the financial markets, they're not believing in what is in the news. And you shouldn't, as a retail trader, you shouldn't be looking at what's in the news. You should be looking at what the charts of silver and gold are telling you. And there's only been one instance in history where silver price goes above oil price, and that's in the 70s. In the 70s, the United States is the most severe case of stagflation. The stock market drops 50%, okay? Prices continue to go higher. And the current situation, now, just to be 100% fair, both prices go higher. The price of oil goes higher in 1970s. Well, at that time, the United States was not producing as much oil as it does now. And the price of silver was going higher. And the price of gold was going higher. So the prices on all of those three market sectors were going higher, while the fucking actual market was dropping. The unemployment was going higher. Inflation was going higher. GDP was going lower. Okay? So when you combine all these things, it's stagflation. Now, somehow, okay, all these greatest researchers and analysts on Wall Street, when they talk about this shit in the news, as much or as big as their research teams are, like, okay, Tom Lee has got a disposal, fucking a team of 100 people. How the fuck can he be missing this? I mean, he's got all this statistical evidence for fucking everything, yet somehow Bitcoin's going to 200,000 by the end of December 2025. Like, what the fuck? Like, people are just, like, look, you cannot just look at QE, okay, and lower rates as a catalyst for crypto to go higher, right? You got to look at history. History tells us stagflation, markets drop. Risk assets like Bitcoin and crypto, they don't do well in stagflation. As a matter of fact, what makes it even worse is what they did in the 70s, which made it more prolonged. As an initial response to stagflation, they did exactly what Federal Reserve is about to do again, which is cut interest rates. So if Federal Reserve actually does what on the surface appears like everybody wants Federal Reserve to do, then bond yields are going to fucking spiral out of control to the upside. Bonds are going to collapse, and we're back to the situation of April 2025, where the market scare was not due to the tariffs, or on the surface, it was the tariffs story that you heard in the news, but underneath the tariff story was really the bond market collapse, the fastest drop in bond market history ever witnessed over a sphere of 4 days, 5 trading days. And if that speed of the drop in the bond market was going to continue in April, well, sure enough, the rest of the market sectors would have collapsed a lot more on top of what they've already done by the lows that were set around April 8th, 9th, 10th. So the point is, we're on the verge of market conditions repeating to an extent of what was happening in April, but not due to the tariffs, but due to a monetary policy error. And this era is going to be quite costly because they ain't shit that Trump's going to be able to do about it. All right? So anybody that's counting on Trump pumping crypto, on Federal Reserve pumping crypto, on Federal Reserve pumping the stock market, you got to look at the context of why things are happening in certain areas of the market, such as silver and gold. And you got to look at these things from a historical perspective. Last time this was happening, all right, when silver, which currently trades at 58, and oil, which is currently trading at 59. So in the next 24 hours, hypothetically, if oil prices were to just drop $1 and silver was to go up 50 cents, you would have, for the first time in 50 years, silver price trade above oil price. Where literally, I don't know, it could happen in the next 2 hours. It could happen in the next 24 hours. It could happen in the next 48 hours. But it is inevitable, and it is absolutely going to happen. Your goal as a trader is interpret, okay, as a result of that, what happens next? Well, we already know what the fuck happens next. You don't need to sit there and listen to every idiot that Bloomberg invites to their television show. You don't need to sit there and listen to every idiot fucking CNBC invites to their show and how they're going to talk about AI and how it is a good idea to buy fucking AI stocks because, hey, this is a great bargain. This is while they're, buy NVIDIA. Please, motherfuckers, get the fuck out of here. Please pitch me a real trading idea. The whole world already owns fucking NVIDIA. What, you're going to invite another motherfucker on your show to talk about buying the dip in NVIDIA again? Holy fuck. This is just, this is embarrassing. You have one of the situations developing right now that has not happened in 50 years, and I guarantee you, nobody's going to be talking about that shit anywhere on television tomorrow on December 1st. Now, I'm recording this on November 30th, 2025. And I'm telling you, the reason why you're not making big money as a trader, because your focus is on the wrong shit. Just like many videos I talk about how so many people are so reluctant to short the market on the day where the candles are green. And they end up doing it on the days where the candles are back-to-back red, 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 red. They finally do it, and what happens? Well, here he goes, the green candle. Oh, my God. So don't be an idiot in this market. I don't think how much more simple I can explain this. All you got to do is look at silver versus oil and just fucking know that if you just pay attention to that and forget about all the other garbage out there, you will beat the market in a way that 99.9% of the people won't. Because this is the greatest signal to short pretty much everything in the market besides silver and gold. And those people that are telling you, because of the QE and lower rates, that somehow crypto market is going to come back from the dead, that shit ain't happening. Crypto market's still got fucking 80 to 90% lower from here. So don't be buying the dip. Don't be doing nothing stupid like that, okay? Grab your balls and short the fucking market. And if you don't know exactly what the fuck to do, get in touch with the 30 Market Moves coach. Most of you should know how to do that by now. If not, visit our websites. But guys, if you're not making millions utilizing the simple information, guess what? it's your own fucking fault. All right? I'm serious. Because most of you are going to listen to this, and instead of using this information, you're going to go, and the moment you're going to see a green candle tomorrow when the market opens, you're going to buy fucking calls. And then you're going to see the shit reverse with the green with the red mother of all fucking red candles while you're holding your calls, okay? And then you're not even going to have but maybe 10% of your fucking account left to actually do the proper thing, which is short the market. And then by the time you finally convince yourself to do it because it's apparent to you that the shit is collapsing, it's going to be probably the worst moment to enter the trade. And that's how you're going to fuck yourself on shorting the market, because the moment it's going to bounce a little bit, you're going to jump the fuck out, and then you got a blown account. Okay? So stop the fucking insanity. All right? I just outlaid the entire strategy, how simple it is now to beat the market. But you got to stick to the fucking plan, and you got to work on your entries and exits. Okay? So, look, this message is not for everybody. Those of you that know you're struggling with these emotional situations, look, it's a reality check. Enough is enough. All right? You want to beat the market, do it with somebody who has done it thousands of fucking times, and help others do it thousands of times. Anyways, if you're ready to beat the market, get in touch with 13 Market Moves. Remember, when silver price exceeds the oil price, it's a fucking bear market for everything besides silver and gold.